Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jack, Zafra991, and what I've got for you today is the Manufacturers Cup. You can see we're in the McLaren, bop on. We can't really change any settings here, so we're going to go straight into the qualifier here. If you like what you see guys, be sure to like, subscribe. We're on our way to 200 subscribers and we're pretty close, so you know what to do. Anyway, so we're going to be setting our laps here. As you see, we just set a 128.5. But this is going to be our qualifying lap, this one right here, right now. So we're right behind Jim, just up ahead here. And as it turns out, Jim's actually just about faster than us right now, which I believe is in the Ford Mustang. We're in the McLaren 650 S Group 3. The livery, of course, is a custom one I've made. I'm not the best at liveries, but I'm actually quite proud of this one, I've got to say. And yeah, this is going to be a pretty important video because you're going to see basically my first time doing Manufacturers Cup on GT7, and this is actually quite tough, this track. So I've not really been here much apart from our first daily race here, and when you're in the story here, or sorry, the cafe missions and in the circuit experience, the Brit over there in the Nissan pulls over to the right there. I think that's actually the pole sitter. I think that's going to be Barry or Berry. I think that's Barry. So we're going to make sure not to go into first gear here because the car does love to spin. And we're just trying to make the most out of the track width and try and push the car to its limits. I did some practice just before the race and actually set a really good time. But I seem to really be struggling with qualifying lately. So hopefully for the next round I should be better. Aiming to be anyway. So we're going to set a 128.293 and that's going to be considerably better. In fact, that's going to be our best one. But just skipping forward slightly here. So we're coming towards the hairpin, and you're going to see I actually decided to touch the sausage curbs on the inside, and it really does like to spin the car, and therefore taking me off track. So note to self, don't touch the sausages. Anyway, so we're going to just cross the line in good fashion because that is the kind of guy we are. I seem to struggle setting a good qualifying lap on the very last one. At least compared, like in recent times anyway. The last lap I seem to like spinning it in manufacturers in the Nations Cup. So that's going to mean we're going to finish in, if we scroll down a little bit here, hopefully I will end up doing that. And there we are, we're going to be in P14 here. So we're actually going to be 1.3 seconds off the pace, so not ideal. We actually could have been about maybe a couple tips. I think it was a 127.3, 127.4 we were hitting in our practice qualifier. So definitely could have done better, but I only had the one opportunity to the race, so it was kind of all or nothing here. Let's hope we get some good points on the table. And this is going to be the grid. So there's a Nissan just on pole, then a McLaren in P2. There's a couple of McLarens here actually. So let's quickly skip through the order here. Now my aim is to be the best McLaren driver in this race. Will I be though? Most likely not with P2 in the McLaren. You got P8 in the McLaren. There's a couple of McLaren users here. You got Jim F1 Freak just here. TRR Spectre, and then you got myself. Pretty much most of the people are going to be involved with today. However, we do see a bit of everyone. Here we go. I'm getting some sort of like dubstep vibe from that Aston right there. I don't know about you guys, and that sounds sweet. I feel like it's party time. Anyway, this is pretty much the order. You can see we have a 20 grid lobby, which is great. It would be, of course, better if we could have more people, but for now, in GT7, we just got to go with the flow, as they say. So 5 laps here. There's no strategy. It's just a sprint. Tyre wear's not a factor, really, only a little bit. Fuel's not a factor, like, at all. So this is pretty much a sprint. Best car, best driver wins. We're starting P14 here, so I think I'd like to get a top 10 if I can. And you actually might recognise a couple names here from the Nations Cup. You can see we're pretty much in the same kind of skill level. So this is good to know. It's good to know the peers who we race with, and over time hopefully start getting familiar with everyone. I believe I have raced with Spectre and Jim F1 before a couple of times. And I think actually, yeah, Hiscosa in P12 we raced with in the last race. Well, we tried to get a slipstream from actually briefly, I think, in the Nations Cup, which if you haven't seen, I'll leave a card at the top. We've got traction control once again turned off because we're really trying to get used to it in the game without it being on. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Let's see if we can make any moves up here. Now, first lap is always going to be a survival lap, I think. So that is exactly what we want to try and do, is survive. I want to get on the back of Spectre here, try and get the slipstream from the Aston, which is an amazing car. I don't have it in the game yet. It was my GT Sport go-to. Will it be my GT7 go-to? We'll have to see. But let's try and hit this apex, which we do fairly well, actually. We could have gotten a power just slightly sooner there, but we are in a slipstream now. And now we've broken the slipstream from the drivers behind. So now it's our responsibility to try and make up some good moves when they come up. So let's see. Are we going to look for a move? No, the Aston's going to go defensive here. I was thinking about it, but actually maybe it worked out better that we didn't, because what we're going to do is we're going to see a Mercedes go off the track there. I was actually kind of hoping that Mercedes would be a bit slower so we can maybe get a move. But actually in turn that should slow the other drivers ahead. So that may actually end up helping us. So here we go. Spectre is once again going to go defensive here. Still getting some server lag. Hopefully this isn't so much of a feature for too long. I see the Nissan in the distance there goes a little bit wide. That's going to be Hiscosa. And everyone gets round. Now it's our turn. Can we get round? Oh, a little bit of contact between the two, but oh, I'm not quite in the right position. That Hiscosa is going to send it. Oh, gets in a bit of a kerfuffle there, but looks like there's no death apart from the Nissan itself. So we're going to go up into P13. So there's one overtake. I'm starting to lose the slipstream from Spectre just up ahead here. So I need to try and make sure I nail these corners, which actually, again, I think we do fairly well. Oh, apart from we don't. But here we go. We're going to really see the Nissan pull its weight. You can see that Nissan is quickly closing down the gap on the Delta there. We kind of go defensive, but actually we can pretty much settle back into position. It's going to be way too far away. Hopefully there is no contact here. Is there any contact? Oh, there is contact. We do get a bump. That seems to happen whenever I'm around here, but the Nissan, it looks like, is the Nissan going to back out of it here? No, I guess not. So we do get a punt, but it was a very, very small punt, so I don't really think it was intentional from Hiscosa Hunter, but you know, we'll go with it. We're going to go for the move here, so we have kind of got someone we want to beat here. Sadly, with the race being so short, there's not really enough time to really do much with the grid and make moves and whatnot, so you kind of just got to go for it. I think that's the best strategy for this one. Just go for the move when they approach and pretty much just try and survive. I mean, that is pretty much, I mean, that's the name of the video as well, survive. So let's see if we can do that, of course. Let's go. So looking a little bit dicey there, a little bit swazzy in that Nissan, which I have yet to actually drive the Nissan. Actually, no, hold on. I think it comes up in the Circuit Experience. I think it's Interlagos, and I quite liked it in that. So actually, never mind, ignore me. I have driven the Nissan, and I like it. I need to start building up my car collection, but at the moment, I'm just trying to figure out the best ways to make money, which I think I've kind of got an idea. So keep an eye out on that. Keep an eye out for that on the channel, guys. Be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell if you haven't already. So I think I've got a video planned, which actually might be out by this point. You see Spectre invisible there. Actually going to the back off slightly. They're going to go free wide real briefly. Frenchman going to push the Nissan out, and Supra just kind of just takes himself out. Decides to have enough. So see you later, Supra. Now we're into P13. Can we get P12 here? See, everyone above P11, so P10 is just off in the distance there, but I think they'll be way too far away for us. Now we're on the apex. We're actually going to keep the inside line here from Hiscosa, and we are ahead at the moment as well with the slipstream of Spectre, so we should hopefully be just about alright here. I really hope so anyway. And what do you guys think of GT7? Your thoughts on the Manufacturers Cup, maybe the Nations Cup as well? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. I keep saying description, I don't know why, but there you go. So, here we go. I think Sector 2, this one which we're in now, the infield, is definitely the most trickiest part of the track. especially this corner right here. I think this would probably be my weakest corner, although I can see where I can pick up time, but that's after watching this video back. And I think this is partly the reason why I like to do YouTube. I like to kind of see myself grow and figure out how I can improve. And this is exactly, well, this is it. So we're going to stay defensive here. We're going to force the Nissan to take the wider line. So can they go the long way round and successfully as well? Or they can. I do ride the sausages but slow down pretty much as I can. His guys, it does get round, and look at that, carries so much speed as well. If you're wondering why I picked the McLaren, I don't really know why. I just wanted to try something different. I've not driven it in GT7, of course, before, and in addition, I've not had the opportunity to pick McLaren before. I've picked Aston Martin and BMW for our first 2 Manufacturers' Cups on GT Sport, and now we're taking the McLaren. Already on the final lap somehow as well. Sector 1 right here is fairly alright actually. I feel like I can kind of keep up, apart from maybe just being slightly off with those sausages on the left there. So everything up to this point seems fine. I think just knowing when to get on the power, which is pretty much when you can see that red sign at the top, when it's kind of centered out. I'm going to be full power and then brake just after this crest down here. Really want to make the most out of track quick field, which you can kind of do a little bit more than I, and actually carry a little bit more speed. I think. Oh, someone actually decides to bin it there. That'll be the Genesis from earlier that gave us a slipstream in qualifying. We're going to go past a fellow McLaren right here, so good stuff. We want to get these McLaren moves done where we can. Spectre's going to give us a bit of slipstream here. We're going to hold the inside line once again. Here we go, final corner. Can we do it? We're going to stick our elbows out a bit. Little bit of contact, but we are okay. Luckily, there is no death. And we got a slipstream of Spectre here. So look at this. We're at P11. We have made up a couple positions. Can we make up any more before the line? This is it. Are we going to find out? I mean, it's going to be close. In fact, we're really close. Maybe another lap and we could have had them. But that's going to be a comfortable P11, I think. So I will take that. You can see the grid there. We did miss out on... Is that one McLaren? I think that is just only one McLaren ahead of us. So second McLaren here, not too bad. I don't think this is top split. I mean, there's no A pluses here, so not top split. This is probably like, I don't know, 4th or 5th split, I would have thought. So there should be some good points coming to us, but sadly at GT7 right now, there's no way to preempt the points ahead of time, so you can't get an idea what you're going to get. Hopefully that does get amended for the future, but that therefore means that we're going to get... We're going to get 3 positions firstly. So not too bad for Deep Forest Raceway. I'll take that. We get 7k. Not really that good on the money. But our points, look at that. We're going to get 121 points. And you know what? That's pretty decent. I am happy with that. And all in all, not too bad. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.